Hi Cyber Beauties, how are you? Sorry I sound like this, I'm sick. So because I'm sick, I've been watching YouTube and my shows, and I've watched Jaclyn Hill's Halo Eye tutorial, like, no joke, 100 times. So I finally got the balls to recreate it and film it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am not taking credit for this look at all. This is Jaclyn Hill. I'm gonna name this tutorial Jaclyn Hill's Looks Recreated. And I give all this look to props to the queen. Her name is Jaclyn Hill. If you don't know who she is, you're under a rock. I'm gonna put her link down below so you can subscribe to her. Try to use the same brushes, the beauty blender. She's a pink one, I use a black one. But the brushes, I think I have all the brushes that she used. Oh, the pencil. But I wanted to use, this one's my go-to pencil right now. It is the Morphe E17. Again, I'll do a talk through. Like I said, I'm sick, so I apologize off the bat. And then, of course, me and her don't have the same complexion, so we have different colors. She's the white girl, I'm a Hispanic girl. You know what I'm saying? So, she had a ponytail, but I did an up ponytail because right now, because I'm sick. If I did this, I'm gonna be like, ugh. So, I did it upwards. I used to wear my hair up. I didn't do anything special to my hair, I just washed it. Like I said, I'm sick, so I haven't had the energy. So just to get myself on this camera and talking to you guys took a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this look. I really enjoyed creating it. I even tweeted her and asked her for permission to put this up. I haven't heard from her yet, so I hope she doesn't get mad. I've tagged her in everything. Like I said, this is not my look. This is all the credit of Jaclyn Hill. And like I said, everything I've used, I will be talking to through the tutorial. And I hope I made her justice. I love you, girl, Jaclyn Hill. If you're watching this, I am super honored because I've been watching you since you started. And I've seen you grow. And I'm so proud of you. I think you're like 10 years younger than me. If not, like 10, I think it's between 7 or 10 years younger than me. And I'm so proud of her. And I admire her for doing what she does and what she loves, and that's what I'm trying to do, people. Just do me like you do you, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, and I hope to get better soon. So excuse me for my sniffles and my coughing, and I think I muted the whole video, so it's gonna be a voiceover. I hope you guys don't mind. All right, and you're gonna hear me do this during the voiceover. Alright guys, thank you for subscribing. Oh, we're almost at 200 subscribers. I just started. So for me to be at almost 200, I am so happy. Thank you to you guys. I love you guys. I know 200 seems like what? No. I know, right? I'm doing I have 200 subscribers and Jaclyn Hill's like 3 million. So yeah. No. I'm pennies compared to her. So, but I tried, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and have a wonderful day. Okay, let's start with the tutorial. I primed my lips with Glam Glow's Lip Plumping Gloss. And I also primed my face with Smashbox Prime Water. I drenched myself in this, people. I'm sick and I'm dehydrated. So I am super, super overusing this product. But I wait until it dries. No worries. And of course, I'm dancing and keeping dry. Alright, then I use the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD Foundation Stick in 173 equals Y445. I am pretty much recreating Jaclyn Hill's complete tutorial of products and everything. I will let you know if I didn't have a product, and I'll tell you what I used to substitute it like as a dupe. This is the Artiste Brush Oval 8. I just recently got this as a gift by Mama Yun. So I decided to use this since she used hers. And this pretty much goes a long way. Makes the foundation use very little and covers like you would use your other buffing brush, but with little product. So I just kept buffing even though I was already blended out because that brush is super, super soft. So next I get my Ultra HD concealers in R32 and Y33. First I go in with the R32 to correct my dark circles, especially since I'm sick. I have really, deep circles. In the camera it doesn't show that much, but in person I look like I'm dead. So I did go a little overboard with the concealers. And then I get my Y33 to highlight. And I use my Black Beauty blender. It doesn't matter, black, pink, purple. There's a new one now that's nude, white one. As long as you use a beauty blender. The reason why we use a beauty blender for the concealer is if in case you go too overboard, it does first use the cover the product where you need it. But then if you use too much, it also soaks up the product. So that way it doesn't look like you overdid it and make yourself look like you're having a cake face. Okay, and then I get MAC Emphasize powder and Anastasia banana powder, and I use my Morphe brush to set my under eyes. I will list all the brushes down below because at the moment I don't remember all of them, and I switch in between too, so I use a lot of brushes. Okay, and then I set more than Jaclyn does because my under eyes are very creasy and wrinkly. All right, then I get my MAC press powder. I didn't have the skin mineralized skin finish, so I used the press powder, and I think it does the same thing. And then I use the Self-Made palette, and I get Sherbet, and I'm using an M433 brush. And of course, like she says, you're just packing on the color and trying to blend it as long as you can to get the perfect payout color. So I was here for a while. That's why I sped through most of this stuff. Because if not, the tutorial would have been like an hour long. Next, I got Hot Chocolate with an M433 brush again. And I kept it low underneath the crease because I don't really have like a deep set crease. So I try to keep it under my socket bone. And then I put all the darkness on the bottom part of the lid and then work myself upwards. And again, if you want to see this tutorial in a better person like Jaclyn, go to her page. Again, I'm trying to recreate it. And I'm actually watching this as I'm doing this. So it'll be like 101 times I've seen it. Then next I get my M17 brush. Or is it M18? I think it's M18. And I get, again, the same color, Hot Chocolate, and I put it in the inner corner. And I start packing it on in the inner corner and then start bringing it up and connecting it to the other side. And I'm leaving the middle blank so we can use the start of the show, which is Pink Champagne. But I'm here just trying to make sure that I put enough color in and blend it out. I'm here for a good while, guys. Then I get a fluffy brush and I get the color Buttery to highlight my brow bone. And it also is to make sure that the product that I was using on like Hot Chocolate doesn't spread to the top as well. And of course I'm dancing to music. Then I get a Morphe brush that imitates the MAC 242 brush, but it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So I forgot that I had the MAC 242 brush, and you'll see me switch the brushes in a minute because I start packing the color and it didn't work. So I sprayed also that brush as well as the MAC 242 brush with Max Fix Plus, and then use the color Pink Champagne. And you're gonna put this all in the center portion of the eye. Try to pack it in there as much as possible until the color you prefer. So you see me going in. Then I go back with the M18 brush and Hot Chocolate, and I try to blend out the colors. So then next I get the Maybelline Blackest Black gel liner, and I'm using the Urban Decay exaggerated eyeliner brush. I couldn't find my Sigma brush. So, but I love this brush. It does the same thing. And I did the same thing. A small liner, no wing, because you're supposed to keep it warm. Next, I couldn't find the Vegas Glamour lashes in Ulta or the drugstore where I'm at. So I used a half lash from Velours. They sell these in Sephora. They're called Just a Bite. And I put them at the edge, well, at the end, the outer edge of my eye. And I forgot to put mascara on, so I'm putting mascara on there. And before I put the next one, I put mascara on the other eye. Excuse me, people. I'm sick. So then I put on the other lashes. I use a dual glue lash. The velours come with a little sample of the glue, but if they're half lashes, they don't come with it. So, and I was doing that dance because I was able to put that lash on without any hassles like the other one. The next, I get the Anastasia concealer pen for the brows because I had little hairs and I wanted to cover them up. Jaclyn Hill didn't do this in her tutorial because her brows are beautiful. So I went ahead and did that, and now I'm getting my Anastasia brow definer in Granite. In her tutorial, she uses a brow wiz. She said she wanted to use the brow definer brush, but she didn't think she could use it or something. So she said she was sorry, but now she knows better or something. It was kind of funny. So I'm doing my brows, nothing fun. If you guys want a brow tutorial, just comment down below and let me know. And then I do the same thing to the other brow. And then I set my eyebrows with the Anastasia Clear Setting Gel. I'm going a little ahead because I thought I was going to be done with my eyebrows, but I guess I'm not. Oopsie. But there it is. So I set my eyebrows because I do have some hairy, sparse eyebrows. So if you don't set them, it looks like an afro. So now I get a flat definer brush and I get hot chocolate and I bring it into all the way into the inner tear duct of my eyes. And I'm sorry again, guys, I'm out of frame. Every time I mess with the bottom or do my lashes, I always get out of frame. And then I noticed that I needed to add more hot chocolate in the top because hers had more color on the top. So I went in and tried to put a little bit more. And I wanted to make sure that there was no harsh edges. That it looked like a round dome, not little lines. Okay, so then I get my my E36 brush from Morphe, and I use the metallic plum to buff out the lower lash line. Now I didn't put anything in my waterlines yet because I'm gonna go in with my NW 45 or NC 45 from MAC to make it look more like skin type. So I wanted to put white, but it was like way too dramatic. So then I get my MAC Giga Black Lash for my lower lashes. Again, I'm just copying everything she's doing. If you see me looking to the right, your left, it's me watching her tutorial on the iPad. And then I get my clean pencil brush and I go in with MAC Nylon to highlight my inner corners. Next, I get Shade Stir and I get the Morphe M527 brush to contour my cheeks. And I go in and chisel out my cheekbones, and then I kind of bronze it out because I think the Shade Stir is a little too light for me, but it does do the job. It's a beautiful color. It's better for fair skin, I think. And then of course I contoured my nose. Jaclyn didn't. She usually doesn't contour her nose because she has a nice little nose, but I like to make my nose look smaller. And then of course I went in more with the Shade Stir so I can make it a little darker so it could be more defined. And then of course once I put the product in, I start blending it out so it doesn't look so harsh. Then next I get my Laura Mercier and a contour flat brush to basically clean out the contour. And I don't put too much because I'm so dry. And then I get like another Elite brush to wipe it off. Then I didn't have Warm Soul, so I used MAC Sunbask blush to kind of give the same creation that she did with Warm Soul. And then I get that glow kit with Anastasia, and I use the same one, Bubbly. but I put the highlight everywhere that I usually put it. I know she just put it in her cheekbones, and on top of her brows, but I think that's all she does. And I put it on my Cupid's bow area and my chin. And then I didn't have sepia. Sepia was completely sold out around my stores, so I went ahead and used a dupe kind of. I used Teeny Tiny from ColourPop Cosmetics. I think it looks just the same color as she does, but I know that a lot of colors that if I would have bought sepia, it wouldn't have looked the same. And then I get the the Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever to set my makeup. So there you go. That's the final look, and I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. And again, if Jaclyn is watching this, thank you, girl. I